My Beal and Castle Eden Railway, when complete, will represent the railways of Great Britain as they were during the late 1950s and early 1960s. The layout is built in N scale, N standing for 9mm between the rails, so these models are small. However, small does not mean lack of detail, as the close-up of these wagons shows. You need a magnifying glass to read some of them. This beautiful Jubilee class locomotive was hand-painted by John Baker. The Class 9F loco is the Evening Star, the last steam locomotive constructed in the British Isles. Here is possibly the most famous steam locomotive in the world, A3 Pacific, the Flying Scotsman, shown here in 1950s Brunswick green paint scheme. Imagine, if you will, a spring morning in 1960. A Class 20 diesel locomotive pulls a special excursion train into Castle Eden Station. This is the train on which you are to travel. Your train will be hauled today by none other than the Flying Scotsman. This signal cabin has a fully detailed interior, but the signalman still needs a helping hand from myself. With the points changed, the excursion loco backs down onto your train, ready for departure. Hop aboard, please. The platform starter signal turns green, and your train pulls slowly away from Castle Eden on its way to the town of Beal. The railway serves several line-side industries scattered around the layout, such as the Castle Eden Brewery shown here, complete of course with its own private siding full of the obligatory beer wagons. Also, the Philip Ross and Son Timber Yard further along the line, another busy concern. And there's Phil selecting some choice timber for his latest contractor. You may just get a glimpse of him as your train passes, accelerating towards open countryside. Out in the country is a particularly pretty spot known as Troutbeck Bridge, a popular fishing spot. You can see Ken Tate's fishing supplies as your train thunders over the bridge. Its passing rattles the windows of Ken's house, but I don't think this guy noticed too much. And Ken is too busy showing off his latest catch to a customer. Once across the bridge, the Scotsman pounds on into the tunnel under low knot, emerging alongside the industrial complex at Skeggles Water, complete with its smoking chimney stack. The industrial complex is situated in the middle of a pine forest and is known as Park End Processing Plant, but no one really knows what is processed here, although some suspect some kind of distilled product. The priory on Dunmail Raise overlooks the plant and is rumoured to be haunted. But now your train has arrived at the bleak and lonely station of Kirkby Langdale, where you will stop for some infamous British Railways refreshment. Suitably refreshed, your train departs, the long climb beneath Dunmail Raise ahead of it. Having reached the summit, and with wheels slipping, the Flying Scotsman hurtles out into the sunlight, heading for the main line. Here, twin viaducts carry the line over the River Derwent, where cattle pause to drink. As you are swept high over the river, you catch a glimpse of the Derwent Arms Hotel. Then your train thunders away into a cutting which marks the end of the line at present.